Hey everyone, it's Derek Ray here at Members for Members. We're going to be discussing a lot. It's been a while. It's been a couple of years. People are asking us where we've been. There's been a lot of retaliation, collusion, threats by local 542 leadership, the shop stewards, business agents. They've been trying to get rid of us since the 2022 election. So yeah, a lot happening. So before I get in, guys, please make sure you don't have any children in the room. The material that I will be discussing is not suited for them. So please don't listen to this video around them. So we're going to go right into local 542 business agent Matt Snyder out of North County Transit and MTS Copley, etc. He's also a former shop steward of the year in 2009, according to our local 542 executive board. He was arrested April 1st, 2024. The charges are as follows. He engaged in oral copulation or sexual penetration with a child under the age of 10. I said 10. Attempted oral copulation or sexual penetration with a child under the age of 10. Harmful matter that do not depict minor engaged in sexual. He pled not guilty to these, and these charges are still active. So Matt did plead guilty to the next two charges. He pled guilty to annoy and molesting a child, distributing harmful material or matter to a minor. So these guys, got to tell you, these are very heinous crimes where you are typically sentenced to 25 years to life. In his case, the child did not appear in court. Therefore, the prosecution uses the testimony of the officer who interviewed the child. I guess you can't really blame that child for not going to court and seeing that monster once again. So Matt got a sweetheart deal, guys, by only serving a year in jail. He's registered sex offender. There was a restraining order placed on Matt for 10 years. He has to return to court, though, for the other three charges. But basically, he got off, guys, on a lot here. Again, it could have been 25 years to life. So again, as one attorney explained to me, that this was a sweetheart deal because they wanted to get him on something. Our local 542 leadership, which consists of Jamie Vasquez, Dwayne Garrett, Mike West, Linda Linville, Edmund Swank, local small Rob Moreno, and Jenny Vasquez, authorized payments to all of the business agents and staff. Matt Snyder received $91,000 for the year of 2024 with our dues money while he was in jail. So you know the dues money they take out of your checks, guys, every month? You were paying for a guy who was in jail who molested a child. Not allegedly, he did. The LM2 reports, which you see here online, okay, here on the screen, clearly illustrates that they, Local 542, paid Matt $91,000 for the year 2024. He was arrested on April 1st, 2024, which you can also clearly see here on the screen. So Matt can only be paid if our three trustees, Jenny Vasquez, Ed Swank, and local small Rob, authorized the payment of our dues while Jaime Vasquez and Dwayne Garrett proceeded to process the payment of Matt's salary. That's how this works, the executive board. So they're in charge. They allowed the use of our union dues money to be paid to a pedophile, okay? And I'm going to say something. I went visiting a couple of the crafts, and people at NTC, the NCTD, they're not happy. Jenny Vasquez, who's our trustee, I mean, shame on you. Telling people that he's out of jail, all is good, nothing to see here, move along without telling them what really transpired. Shame on you. So let's travel back in time when I said it's not like we raped anyone in the video. So we've been doing this for a while, and we always wondered how deep this rabbit hole really goes. We found out a lot of horrible things, actually. In one situation, I actually saw one of the spouses of these guys in a relationship with the manager at my work. That's a huge problem. So when I say something in a video, please always try to pick up on my hints and clues. I'm trying to tell you things. Sometimes there's litigation, I can't come straight out with it. So anyway, here's a clip of that video.
Thinking comes straight out of Derek's mouth.
We didn't rape anyone. Okay, now let's take a look at the video local small Rob made during our last election when he tried to protect his best friend Matt by deflecting. You know, he says how horrible it was when I said the word rape and how you have to have a moral compass. Check this out.
A moral compass is something we all should have. A moral compass, something very important to have in your leadership. A moral compass, something lacking from the leadership of Members for Members. Explain. When confronted with cheating, he says, it's not like we raped anybody. Why would any man, any person, any Teamster use the most heinous act that could happen to a woman to explain away being caught cheating? Why would you talk about raping a woman?
Now, Rob decided to do another video claiming that I said something about raping a child. Yeah, who said something or anything about a child? I said rape anyone. Rob's guilty conscience was definitely on display in his video. Check out this clip.
Why would you talk about the rape of a child? Why would your mind even go there? I'm at a loss for words to explain this disgust.
So guys, we're back. Why did I say the word rape? Because that's what they do. That's what they condone. These are the people they protect. These are the people they pay. Our local leadership was so afraid of this information getting out to all of you. They've been threatening and retaliating against me, members Norman Salceda, Javier Sanchez, Hanato Ventura. I mean, charges were filed, guys, against local small Rob for threatening me after we asked leadership to get rid of Matt Snyder. I was at a general membership meeting. By the way, again, I just want to emphasize, if you protect a child molester, pay his salary after he's arrested, or defend him, or act like nothing's going on, you're just as guilty. You're just an accomplice. So I have every right to say what I am saying right now. You get this disgusting behavior. So when people can't control you, they try to control how people view you. They couldn't control me. So Rob was attempting to control everyone saw me by saying, oh, he's a horrible person, said the word rape. I mean, where's your moral compass there, local small Rob? You sick individual. You're paying a pedophile his salary with our money. So in August of 2024, fellow member Norman Salceda and myself set up a meeting with Dwayne Garrett, Jaime Vasquez, while Matt Snyder was in jail. We asked them to terminate Matt immediately. They refused. Dwayne said that he's innocent until proven guilty. Mind you, they knew what the charges were. They told us, you better just run for office. I mean, think about how many children were around the child molester Matt Snyder at the local 542 picnics, general membership meetings, strike lines. Why do you think none of the members from our group went to any of the picnics in the last 3 years? We don't want to be around those monsters. We don't want to bring our children around these sick people. So now moving forward, I'm going to focus on local small Rob for a moment, because he tried very hard to protect his friend Matt. And that's what I'm trying to illustrate here, guys, okay? I mean, can you imagine having a trustee named Local Small Rob on the front cover of the Teamsters magazine who authorized putting a scab on the negotiating committee and authorized the payment of a salary to a child molester? I mean, here's the picture of the magazine. Here's also the picture of little tiny Rob's patch with his tiny name on his vest. I mean, someone definitely told this guy he's too small. He's got to put big everywhere. Hey, look, check out this video. This should explain some.
Me, the little man.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Or look at his face.
Now we're back. So little Rob has been flip-flopping his entire career. First, he hates our IBT president, Sean O'Brien, and he supports his opposition, the Verma Herrera slate, shown right here. Then Sean O'Brien wins, and he acts like he supports Sean. Takes selfies with him, right? Shown here. Local small Rob is either bipolar or fake or both. Who knows? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter once you realize he made an additional $19,000 as a trustee on top of his driving job. I mean, by the way, that's the most money ever made by a trustee in the history of local 542. I just want you to let that sink in. So how many times have we seen trustee local small Rob intoxicated at every event with his best friend and child molester Matt Snyder? And they're right here. We've got pictures everywhere. Birds of a feather flock together. This local preaches unity, yet they constantly exhibit hostility. For those of you who have ridiculed us, voted for these sick individuals, all I can do now is pray for all of you and your children. Just remember that the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Just let it loose. It'll defend itself. For those of you who aren't sure about who to support in the upcoming election, just please make sure not to vote for the so-called unity slate. They're only united with management and child molesters. That's all I have today, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for joining today. We'll see ya.